I'm not supposed to start these by saying, hello, everybody. I'm supposed to talk to one person. This is the advice I have, and I never remember. So what's up? How are you? I hope you're well. This is Daniel Barrett here from betterquestionsemail.com. Every week, I send out one email about mental models, productivity, and more. I would love to have you. Would love to have you be a part of this thing that I'm trying to do. So that's it. You can go there, check it out if you want. Look, today's video is called Seeking High Leverage. And I'm thinking about this because, look, I don't know if you know this. This might be a secret of the biz, as we call it in the biz. But the secret of the biz here is that every time I do one of these videos, I am really talking to myself, right? It's a reminder to myself of something that I am trying to remember. I am trying to do better. I am pretending to teach when in reality, what I am trying to do is learn. Right? So the thing that I am trying to remind myself of today as I get ready to sort of revisit the end of the quarter. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but like Q3 of 2020 is very fast approaching. And as I'm currently working with a small group of coaching students, and I'm sort of walking them through my kind of goal setting process, task management process, productivity, yada, yada, blah, 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 right? So I'm working them through this, and I've got to demonstrate and model for them a quarterly review. Now, a quarterly review, to my mind, is really critical. It's probably more important than, for example, setting New Year's resolutions or yearly goals, because it gives you an opportunity to kind of redirect yourself, right? Change direction, depending on what happens. Life happens, you change, you mature, you evolve, whatever. So quarterly reviews, really critical. And one of the biggest parts of the quarterly review is looking back and saying, what did I do in the last 12 weeks that produced the vast majority of my results? And the fact of the matter is, most of the time, even if you did 50 things, you tried 100 things, you tried 1,000 things, there's going to be a small handful of things that you did that carried most of the water, got you most of the results, got you most of the way there, whatever it is. It's always a relatively small number. And it is very easy for us to mistake activity for effectiveness. Right? Like if you spend a lot of time doing something, you spend a lot of time with a certain person, or you spend a lot of time on an activity that's really difficult, right? That can bring a sense of reward, and you can pat yourself on the back for that, or you can feel like, yeah, I had a really productive day today. I did so much stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. But just because you did a lot of stuff doesn't mean that the stuff that you did actually got you anywhere. And a lot of times the things that you do that really get you where you want to go, they feel kind of easy. They actually don't necessarily take up a whole ton of time in your schedule because they were effective. So the quarterly review is this idea of looking back and saying, okay, well, what went really well? What was really effective? It's really important. And the thing I want to kind of express to you here is I wrote in the description of this post, I said, opportunity costs are the realest costs. And here is the thing. Here's where we get like sort of existential depressing if you've been waiting for the part of every video where I lay some kind of existential truth bomb on you. I put on my beret and I smoke a pipe with a sweater. Here's the thing, right? The world we live in is a world of scarcity. It is a world of scarcity. The only true thing anyone's ever going to tell you, the only true thing anyone is ever going to tell you is that in this universe, there is no such thing as a free lunch. Now, what that means is everything you do, regardless of whether it's effective or enjoyable or fun or terrible or whatever, everything you do, every person you interact with, everything you say, everything you eat, every minute of every day, the way you choose to do that thing, well, that sends you down a path where you couldn't do something else. You had lunch with Bob, it meant you couldn't have lunch with Jane. You decided to become a dentist, that means you couldn't decide to be a circus clown. There's just not enough time in the day. There aren't enough resources to go around. Universe of scarcity means every decision is a decision for something in lieu of something else. So the decision, the choice of what you do, right? What you choose to spend your time on every quarter, week, day, year, whatever, every decade of your life, what you choose to spend your time on, it means you're not only just choosing it and that's your experience and it is what it is. It means you gave up something else. That's why I say opportunity costs are the realest costs. And sometimes the free stuff is the most expensive stuff there is. So the reason that I am reminding myself today, I'm pretending I'm reminding you, really I'm reminding myself as I settle down after this video, I'm going to go do a quarterly review and I'm going to pass it on to my coaching students. And I want you to understand this too. When I look back and I say, what did I do that was effective? What did I do that got me the results? What did I do that really got me where I wanted to go? The reason I spend so much time thinking about it and the reason it is so important is because I gave up something, sometimes many things. I gave up things to do that stuff. And if I'm spending my day, week, quarter, year, decade doing stuff that isn't fun or doesn't make me feel good or doesn't fill me with joy or doesn't fulfill me or doesn't make the world a better place or doesn't get me where I want to go, that means I paid for nothing. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to pay for nothing. I hope that makes sense. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I love you. Better Questions email. I would love to have you there. It's one email a week. One email a week. I work really hard on it. I would love for you to read it. This is Daniel Barrett signing off. I will see you later. Have an awesome Friday. Cheers.